It's corn season and still trying to find ways to use fresh corn. Today I'm making this sweet Korean corn salad, which you'd find, for example, at a Korean chicken takeout place. So for it, I've got 2 ears of corn here, and a quarter of a green and red pepper, and a quarter of an onion. Chopping them up super thin and fine as I can make them. If you wanted to use all of the vegetables, you'd probably need 8 ears of corn for this. Just taking the kernels off the corn using a bowl inside a bowl technique. And that then is going to be blanched. Because this is fresh, I need to blanch it in some boiling water for about 2 minutes. And then I'm just throwing it back in some ice water to chill, and I'm going to drain it. If you're using canned corn or frozen corn, you wouldn't have to do that. So once it's chilled, drained, now I'm going to add back in those super finely chopped veggies. And then I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of mayo and about a teaspoon of sugar. That's what makes it, gives it the sweetness in addition to the sweet corn. Got about an eighth of a teaspoon of white pepper. You can use black if you like, and a pinch of kosher salt. And finally, a splash, probably close to a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. If you use white vinegar, you'd probably want to use a little less. Give it a taste. Found that it needed a little bit more of almost everything, so add another teaspoon of sugar, another pinch of salt, and another splash of vinegar. So all in all, probably about a tablespoon and a half of rice wine vinegar in here. Gave it a taste. It was amazing. Just let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours, really, for the flavors to meld. And here it is. It was delicious. So it's super crunchy. You can actually hear me crunching as I'm tasting it here. Hope you give it a shot, especially if you've got a surplus of fresh corn, as I did. So thank you very much. Hope you give it a shot. Please like and subscribe.